Evanston basketball is live on the radio at KNYN 99.1 and online at mylocalradio.com. Catch the Red Devils all winter long on your exclusive home for Evanston sports. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Mountain West Business Solutions, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Landmark Plumbing and Heating, McKay Frankham, Uinta County School District Number 1, Joe's Modern Cleaners, Ellingford Brothers, Legal Tender Restaurant at Dunmar Inn, The Lumberyard, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Bear River Dental, Superior Rental and The Gun Room, T-Bar S Body Shop, West Star Printing, Pet Mineral Labs, Trona Valley Credit Union, MyLocalRadio.com, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Plains Tire, Evanston Regional Hospital, Kazine's, Seavers Jewelers, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Flex Fitness. With the opening tip approaching, let's head courtside for pregame coverage.
Welcome to day 2 of the Flaming Gorge Invitational. We're at Rock Springs High School today for a scheduled 2:40 tip-off, and everything's running smoothly and on schedule. We may get ahead maybe 2-3 minutes even. Tournament's going great so far. Evanston versus Rawlins coming your way on the clock in 21 minutes from now. Red on red all the way around. Right now you're getting a view, if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, of the Evanston Red Devils. They're the away team, so they've got the red jerseys. Rawlins, basically the same team colors. They're in the whites. Designated home team today. We'll be back in just a bit to look back at yesterday's wins on both the girls and boys programs. Next on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Is laundry one of those chores that drags you down? Let Joe's Modern Cleaners come to your rescue. Take advantage of their wash and fold service. You drop it off and pick it up. The rest is done for you. Or you could take all your clothes to Joe's, load them up into the multiple washers, then dry them in the multiple dryers, and do all 10 loads in the time that it would take you to do 2 at home. Ask about all our other laundry options at Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
Welcome back to Rock Springs High School, where we are about 20 minutes away from the opening tip between Evanston and Rawlins. Yesterday, Evanston got its first win of the season to move to 1-3 over the previously 3-0 Thunder Basin Bolts. Evanston defeated Thunder Basin 60-40, the final on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And then we rushed over from Green River High School to Lincoln Middle School to catch the girls' game as they were taking on Rawlins. Evanston winning that contest as well in a tight one, a low-scoring third quarter. Evanston opened things back up in the fourth and pulled away. Still don't have final stats for that one. I'll check my email and see if I've gotten those updated in yet, because we joined that game in progress. But just 6 points to 2 points in that third quarter. It was a struggle, but Evanston ending up to get that win. And they're in action at 2:40 p.m. as well over at Green River High School. We won't be able to bring you that game, of course. We're here today for the boys. They're taking on Riverton. We'll see that matchup a little bit later on in the season when it counts in the regular season. But a preseason Northwest versus Southwest matchup. About 18 minutes away from the opening tip, we'll come back with Denver Allard, head coach of the Rawlins Outlaws. KTGO's Joey Savarine sat down with Denver and sent it over our way. So we'll hear what Joey had to say and how Denver assessed his first week of play next. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talked to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
Evanston with a 60-40 win over Thunder Basin yesterday, looking to go 2-0 in the Flaming Gorge tournament. Things will cap off tomorrow at Lincoln Middle School. The girls will be taking on Pinedale at 11:20 a.m. We'll have that front end of the doubleheader for you. And then at 1 p.m., the boys go up against Westside. So we'll bring that game to you as well. There may be a bit of a delay. And the way the games have been going, there's been 30, 40 minutes in between each contest, so we may actually switch that to 2 separate streams and do it that way. We'll wait and see, though, and assess that, and if there's any changes, we will. They'll show up on mylocalradio.com. But as for now, that is set up as a doubleheader. As on a lot of tournaments, they're running behind and only given 10 minutes to warm up. Not the case here at Flaming Gorge. They've had 20-plus minutes, maybe 30 minutes to warm up in just about every game I've seen. Dunk contest tonight. We used to bring that to you. Not bringing it to you this year, as I don't think there will be any Evanston players competing in that. And my entire time, there has not been an Evanston player in either the three-point or dunk contest. I'm sure there'll be some rich guys, probably some Valley guys from the Bridger Valley as well. But as far as I know, we're not bringing you that. I haven't heard anything. We'll come back with Denver Allard in just a bit. Joey Savarina, KTGO in Saratoga, sat down with him on Monday. We'll get those thoughts next on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 Radio.
No matter what season of the year it is, when you live in our neck of the woods, you need outdoor power equipment. With quality product lines like Stihl, Toro, and Walker, Superior Rental and Sales has what you need for every season. Everything from homeowner to professional grade products. Plus, when it comes to maintenance, you're covered. Our full-time mechanic is available for tune-ups, maintenance, chain sharpening, whatever you need. Stop in today, Superior Rental and Sales, 371 Prospector Drive, here in Evanston.
When it comes to shopping online, you definitely want to put thelumberyard.com on your list of favorites. You'll save time and money by visiting thelumberyard.com first. You'll find a huge selection of inventory to choose from. We've got everything you need for any of your home, yard, or shop projects. Get excellent prices and quick delivery when you shop at thelumberyard.com. We are part of the local community, plus we ship all over the United States. Log on today to see what all the excitement is about.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
You're invited to browse through the store at Kazin's Ace Hardware in Evanston. You'll find vacuums and cleaning supplies, everything you need for your next painting project. A full line of electrical products, bolts, screws, hand tools, power tools, bathroom fixtures, and plumbing supplies. Plus everything else you need to take care of your lawn and garden, from lawnmowers to fertilizer. Once you finish all your projects, you can sit down on the comfortable patio furniture and barbecue on your new Weber or Traeger grill that you could also find at Kazin's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Kazin's Ace Hardware on Front Street in Evanston.
First weekend is over, and, well, looks like you got a good couple of wins. Tell me about the weekend.
Well, we have a lot of work to do, that's for sure. You know, just seems to be every first weekend you always go into it not really knowing what to expect from your team. You're not too focused about the opponent, or you shouldn't be. But we got a lot of work to do on both sides of the ball, that's for sure. But no doubt about it, the group of kids that we have, and we were able to play about 10 kids a lot of minutes this past weekend, and that really excites me. And I thought our kids played well at times, and like I said, there's just certain things we need to clean up on the offensive end, defensive end, and as I'm sure other teams do also. But yeah, we lost a tough one on Friday to a very good Lander team, and was able to bounce back and put more consistent stretches together against the Powell team. However, we blew a huge lead, and it came down to a final possession. So big learning curve for us, how to close out those games, handle the clock situations a little bit better. And then we played our third game in 2 days on Saturday versus Lovell, and we came out extremely flat, kind of got ourselves in a little hole, but we're able to bounce back. So the final score does not reflect how big of a hole we dug ourselves in that game by any means.
What are some of the things that did stand out to you?
We got some really nice balance, and I mentioned that to you a couple weeks ago. But we've already getting more production through one weekend from a perimeter standpoint. Last year it was you take away Bryce from us, and we really struggle to find that outside shooting that could really open up some things. And we had 3 kids do a fantastic job of that this weekend, and our 4th kid just had an off weekend. He's proved to me enough times in practice that. And through over the years that he can be one of those kids that we're going to rely on too. So that really excites me just to have that good balance, because they are keen on our inside game, but as long as we take care of the ball and get that ball where it needs to be out of those double teams on the inside and kick it out to our shooters, that's only going to make our post play that more open inside. Sure, and it sounds like you had some pretty good depth. Yeah, like I said, we were able to play 10 kids solid minutes and really with no drop-offs in my eyes. Some of our bigger guns that I was expecting a bigger weekend were kind of fighting through some illnesses and stuff, and maybe that was a factor in their up and down weekend, I guess I'll put it. But we'll find out, because we're going to get hopefully everybody healthy, and the schedule gets pretty tough this week, and we have 3 4A teams coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday over in Rock Springs and Green River. Sure, and tell me a little bit about the weekend. I know just Thursday, right? Thursday, yeah. Actually, we're in Rock Springs. I guess it'd be all weekend. All 3 of our games. Our JV plays 1 game over in Green River, but yeah, we play all 3 games right there at Rock Springs High School, and it should be great competition. We start off with Rock Springs, and then Evanston's always a solid crew, and then we finish off the weekend on Saturday versus Riverton. That just bumped up to 4A. So, we got a ton of work to do defensively. I mean, a lot of work to do defensively, and finishing off our stances with some good box outs, which we allowed way too many offensive rebounds throughout the weekend. And, just trying to grind away and get ourselves better. To be honest with you, we haven't even looked at any film on those 3 opponents, because it doesn't really matter till we take care of our defense and our rebounding. Sure. And I guess what else do I need to know? I think that's it, Joey. All right. Well, how about we chat after the Flaming Gorge? Yeah, I'll be around. We have school all next week, unfortunately, so I'll be around. You give me a jingle and let me know. All right. We'll do. Anyone competing in that dunk contest this year? We're going to be, I don't know. We're not going to be there as a team. I know Hunter really wants to stay back and do it. I don't know if he's made arrangements with his family to make that happen, but we get done that day. We play our last game at 2:30 in the afternoon, so I definitely am not sticking around. We have an early game on Saturday, so we're going to get home and enjoy that, sure, home cooking, sleeping in your own bed and stuff. So we're going to get home and rest up for that game. I don't know if he's staying or not. All right. And I think no matter what my players could say, that he's the only one that can actually dunk anyhow, so that's only this one. The others think they can, but I tell them, I said, hell, I have just as good a chance of freaking dunking as you guys. So sure. And I know I can't. All righty. Hey, thank you, Coach. Thank you. Bye. Yep.
Thank you to Joey Savarine of KTGO Radio for Sending us that over the interview with Denver Allard, head coach of the Rawlins Outlaws, and that Hunter that you heard referred to, that's Hunter Pixler, 6'7" post, and leading scorer for the Rawlins Outlaws 1 week in, averaging 11.7 points per game. Not sure exactly all of the starters, but I know that, like he said, they play 10 guys, and exactly who they're starting all the time, I'm not sure yet because Joey hadn't seen him quite yet, wasn't able to get a hold of the coach beforehand. But we've got a pretty good idea of how these players fit in. Ryan Pfeffer is a senior point guard, not a big scorer, but a guy that'll dish it around. Gabe Murray, a 6'2" wing who will play a lot of do a lot of scoring as well. He's just behind Hunter Pixler in points per game with the lead at 10 points. Hunter Pixler at 10.7. Angel Villarreal at 9.7 points per game, right behind him. And then Kyson Robinson should also get some heavy time in. Mitch Allard, a sophomore who averaging 9 points a game. Not sure if he's going to start or not. But we've got an idea. It's a balanced team. No one's going to be trying to score too much. They were preseason ranked number 3, losing 2 big names in Bryce Jerome and Malachi Olsen-Green from a year ago, but getting a decent amount back, and Denver Allard's had some good teams in the last few years, so we expect Rawlins to be a solid opponent for Evanston. For the Red Devils, Lance Evans was ejected yesterday. It was a double technical for Lance and 4 technicals in all between Hamilton, Larson, and then 2 for Evans. So Lance is done for the weekend. He was ejected from that game, and it's hard to tell from where we were at because I was reading lips, and then I saw double technical but didn't realize they said double technical and then another double technical. And if you're in Evanston, you get a technical, you're always sitting for the rest of the game anyways, so didn't expect anything different. But Evans is done, a 2-game suspension following that ejection for the weekend. He can be eligible to return for the Star Valley tournament, but the Red Devils will be playing without their 6'7" senior post today and tomorrow. We will switch things up and go and hear from Coach Lex Cornea when we return. And if we have any time left, we have some more stuff in store for you pregame coverage-wise. If not, we'll get right into the game action. Evanston versus Rawlins here at Rock Springs High School on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
I have Lex Cornea after a win. It's finally out of the way. You move to 1-3 on the season, get a 20-point win over Thunder Basin. Takeaways from that game all around.
Just a lot of little details we weren't doing in our first weekend. They brought them in this last game. Thunder Basin's a good team. They beat Rapid City Central, and they beat Scotts Bluff, Nebraska. So those are really good teams, and they look great in their first weekend. And we finally had a team that didn't shoot well against us, but that's mostly due to, I believe, our defense. We were getting out on toes, we were running out better, and we were rebounding better. So, a lot of positives, and I think this team, they needed a win just for their own confidence. I mean, we know how tough our preseason schedule is, but, even our losses last week, they weren't good-looking losses, and just a lot of those little issues I feel like we worked out in last night's game anyways.
Seth Lloyd ends up playing the entire second, third, and fourth quarter. How did you feel about his contribution to the team?
He's just huge for us, and we've wanted to be conservative in bringing him back. But when Lance had his situation with those 2 Ts and they happened quickly, we just knew we needed some senior leadership out there. I thought he did a good job of not pushing himself into positions that might be tough on that shoulder, staying out on the perimeter, being a leader for us, a passer. And he finally got some shots to go down. His shoulder's been really strong. He's been doing full practices, and we were planning on bringing him back for limited minutes anyway. But, talked to his dad, talked to him, and he said, hey, it feels good. Here's what I'll do to protect it, and he did a great job of that. So,
yesterday, after Lance gets ejected, you go down to a 6-man rotation the rest of the way. And How is that going to spill in today, into tomorrow? What's the plan?
Well, I mean, we're not locked into a 6 or 7 man rotation. I think David Baxter can come in and give us some good minutes. Some of our juniors, even Wade Bowen, might see some time today. But at the same time, I think our kids are conditioned. I think that they work hard, but they just didn't show any fatigue. And we're here to win basketball games, and last night we felt like our seniors in that short rotation, those are the ones that put us in the best position. So, today, I mean, we'll just have to see what the game dictates, foul trouble and things. We were ready to put Wade in if Mason got in further foul trouble, but he did a great job of being smart in that second half and playing with 3 fouls. So
Mason is making he's made a clear switch from last week to this week as far as how he's defending, because you can see he's trying to avoid getting into that foul trouble. Especially today, you're going up against a team with a 6'7", 6'8" guy. Foul trouble could be big without Lance. So does that change anything you tell him about how much you need Mason in the game?
Yeah, we talked with him last night. I mean, we'll just see, his intelligence. I mean, to play aggressive, you're going to have some fouls. But we'll see what he does when he has 1 or 2, how he adjusts. I think Chris Muller will do a great job of coming over, because there's times, the ball gets entered, you need to go be physical. And I think Chris understands, hey, I might need to absorb some of those fouls if Mason already has a couple. I think our guards need to do a better job of digging down and giving the post some help so it's not an isolated catch. And I know we've had teams that shot the ball well from 3 against us, so our guards are a little hesitant to completely commit. But they can, we call it knife fighting. They can go in and jab at the hands and get back to the shooter. So it's going to be a group effort to protect some of our bigs without Lance. And but that could be something that happens throughout the year. A kid gets in foul trouble or injuries. We need to be able to rally around each other and be smart. And I think that, that's going to be the big lesson for today and tomorrow.
Coach Corning, good luck against Rawlins.
Thanks, appreciate it.
From Randolph, Utah to the Uinta Mountains, from Lyman to Evanston. Whenever you have plumbing, heating, or air conditioning problems, call Landmark Plumbing and Heating at 307-789-8793. Regular office hours run Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But we also offer 24/7 emergency service. Do you need a new septic system, water heater, or furnace? You can trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. Program our number into your phone right now, 307-789-8793. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Uinta County School District Number 1 has been committed to excellence since its beginning in 1870. This commitment is not only reflected in student education, but in our school buildings and facilities over the years. The staff at Uinta County School District Number 1 works hard to provide clean, comfortable, and safe learning environments for student learning. No matter what department you're working with, at Uinta County School District Number 1, you will always find us striving for the pathway to excellence.
Under a minute to play before the start of the opening quarter between Evanston and Rawlins. Rawlins the home team, Evanston the away in the red jerseys. Rawlins in the white, red numerals. Evanston has the bench to the right of us. I'm getting a view of that online right now, and Rawlins on the far side over to the left. I think we have the same officiating crew from last night. Yes, we do. Got Eric Quinney out there and his crew doing the Thunder Basin Evanston game last night or yesterday afternoon, and doing this one as well. The boys will be back in action next Saturday to close out the Flaming Gorge Invitational, 1 p.m. tomorrow at Lincoln Middle School. And then after that, it's a little bit of a break, but not as much of a break as we're quite used to. It's a little different this year. It's actually going to be a tournament the week of Christmas. So you've got Christmas on Tuesday, and then Thursday, basketball at Star Valley. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 games in 3 days. And then after that, it's another break. I think 11 days off. And then Evanston closes out the non-conference season against Mountain View on a Friday and Lyman on a Saturday. Evanston out and ready to go. Seth Lloyd getting his first start of this season. The senior captain coming back from shoulder injury. Played his most minutes by far yesterday, the entire second, third, and fourth quarters. In a six-man rotation that Evanston had going, Mason Ellingford, Brady Hurd, Dawson Crofts, Garrett Berger. The other starters for Evanston, Hunter Pixler and Ellingford, tipping at center court. About eye to eye, Ellingford wins it against Pixler. Starters for Rawlins, Ryan Pfeffer, Gabe Murray, Kyson Robinson, Angel Villarreal, and Hunter Pixler. Evanston with the ball in a back cut from Brady Hurd. Alley-oop attempt goes way over and no good. Rebounded to Rawlins. Pfeffer takes it, bounce passes to Pixler over on the right wing. As Villarreal cutting up to the top, he goes back down and Pfeffer pops to the top. Guarded by Berger, beats him to the left, into the paint, bounce pass to the corner. Baseline drive and nearly stepping out of bounds. Pixler throws it away. Seth Lloyd picks it up on the run, beating everyone. Right past Pfeffer, misses the layup. Dawson Crofts with the putback attempt, no good. Short, Villarreal with the rebound. Up the far sideline, and it's a quick retreat the other way as Kyson Robinson tries to take it. They throw it away to Seth Lloyd. Berger rejected from behind. On the rejection is Hunter Pixler. Pfeffer with it to Villarreal, over to the far corner. Robinson with a lot of time for three to think about it. He ends up going back to Villarreal on the wing. He steps in, high-low to Pixler. One dribble up on the ground and off the glass and good. 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Hunter Pixler with the first 2 points of the contest. Brady Hurd on the right wing. Gives it up to Garrett Berger. He's holding it at that center circle. Seth Lloyd over to Berger. Evanston slowing things down. Minute and a half into the opening quarter. Berger on the corner. Gives it to Hurd. He fakes left. Gives it to the corner. At the left side. Crofts up top to Ellingford. They swing around right side. Hurd tries a three. Misses it. And the rebound to Gabe Murray. Murray will take it across himself. Now slow up a bit. Look for Pfeffer behind him. Pfeffer has it. Listed at 5'6", but he looks at least a few inches shorter than Garrett Berger out there. High-low again, down to Pixler in the left block. Ball goes loose and out of bounds. Last touch by Brady Hurd, battling for it against Pixler. 5:52, the clock stops. Inbound for Robinson. Looks to Villarreal, then goes away from him to Pfeffer on the far sideline up at about the 10-foot volleyball line. Crossover to the left. Villarreal with some space in the wing. Back down to Pixler. High post. Dish outside. Robinson drives in. Back up top to Pfeffer. Rawlins resetting with a 2-0 lead on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Seth Lloyd picks his pocket but gets called for the reach foul. First foul for either side. Near side inbound. Robinson to Villarreal. He overthrows Pixler, looking for him on the right block. Back to Evanston. Yesterday, after the ejection of Lance Evans, Evanston went to a 6-man rotation. Curious to see how many guys get playing time today. Ellingford double-teamed, low inside. Foul on either Pixler or Villarreal. Definitely on the ground. Pixler with it. Dawson Crofts on the baseline looking for Seth Lloyd. He takes it on the block, dribbles out to the right corner. Behind the three-point line, he gives it back to Berger. Goes back to Lloyd. NBA range three, rattles down. Seth Lloyd with the opening points for Evanston. And they lead it 3-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston looked like a different team, getting heavy minutes from Seth Lloyd yesterday. And now with the start, they've got their captain back out onto the floor. Out to the corner, Pixler takes it, spins around, reverse shot, good. Quick moves from Hunter Pixler. He's got both of the buckets for Rawlins as they take the lead back 4-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Timeout taken, and we'll take it as well and be back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 Radio. 4-3, Evanston trailing Rawlins on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Welcome back to Rock Springs High School. 4-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Rawlins over Evanston in day 2 of the Flaming Gorge Invitational preseason tournament. 4A Evanston versus 3A Rawlins. Evanston unranked after an 0-3 first week. Rawlins goes 2-1, holds on to their top 5 spot, but drops from number 3 to number 4. Seth Lloyd tries a 3 for the Red Devils. Coming out of the break, misses it. Players going down to the ground, and Mason Ellingford slaps the ground as he is whistled for a loose ball foul against Villarreal. Chris Moeller will check in, and I would not be surprised if it is for Mason Ellingford. They need to keep their 6'5 junior post healthy and are out of foul trouble. Instead, he goes in for Dawson Crofts. So 1 foul, Mason Ellingford. They need him out there today guarding Pixler, especially with Lance Evans out. Pixler controlling it at the top. Gives it low to Pfeffer. He spins around. Scoop shot, good. And the touch foul against Garrett Berger. And 1 opportunity for Ryan Pfeffer. 4:23 left in the first quarter. Roles got switched around as it was Pixler controlling the offense at the top and going down low to the 5'5", 5'6" Pfeffer. And 1 free throw is no good. Rebounded Evanston. Baseline drive by Hurd. And a foul comes in. Brady Hurd with the baseline inbound. Team foul number 2 for Rawlins goes to Ellingford outside the 3-point line. They swing it around to the left side. Hurd catches it at the corner. Spins in, drives in into the paint, out right side. Berger has it behind the free throw 3-point line. Gets it to the free throw line. Back to Seth. He'll drive left. Up. Double clutch shot. Goes from the left hand to the right and floats it in for 2. 6-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston down by 1 to Rawlins. Pfeffer to Villarreal. Bounce pass. Villarreal dribbles. Jump stops. Double team. Moeller guarding him tightly. They find Pfeffer on a down cut. He scoops it up and good. Reverse layup for Ryan Pfeffer, his second field goal. 3-pointer missed by Lloyd. Brady Hurd and Chris Moeller run into each other, trying to get the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Subs in for Rawlins and 5 new guys. Dallas Schnack. I think one guy's still in there. Gabe Murray's still there, but other than that, it's all Dallas Schnack's in there. Ashton Bartow. Is that Mitch Allard out there? Yes, it is. And one other. We'll get them in just a second. Allard has it down in the blocks, rejected by Lloyd, into the hands of Moeller. Lloyd guarded by Schnack. Gets a screen. Bartow checks onto him. Back to Lloyd on the pass from Berger. Down screen for Garrett. Puts Mason at the top. Goes right side to the corner. Flash into the post. Berger goes away from there. Catch and shoot at the top of the key. Brady Hurd misses short. He was backing up. The ball went basically right to where he could have been. Rebound into the hands of Gabe Murray. Ball knocked out of bounds. Intended pass from Bartow. Knocked out by Brady Hurd. Bartow inbounds to Mitch. Allard looking down low to Murray. Bounce pass back out to Allard. He'll think about the three. Lloyd closes in quickly. Goes around to the right side. Hands off. Over to Villarreal. Oh, excuse me on that. Torrin Flores, number 20 with it. Ellingford called for his second foul on a drive in, and Gabe Murray headed to the line for 2. Dawson Crofts moves to the scorer's table. Score 8-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. First free throw from Murray is in. Crofts in, Ellingford out. Takes away some size for Evanston, but Rawlins took their big man out. He has 1 foul, that being Pixler. Second free throw, no good. Allard tries a 3 on the rebound. No good. Loose ball. Return up. Gabe Murray misses it. Still loose. Allard picks it up again for Rawlins. Has his pocket picked. Seth Lloyd ripped it right out of his hands and went the other way. Lloyd across the timeline. 1:50 left in the first quarter. Garrett Berger with it. Fakes right to the left. Hurd has options down low. Gets a screen. Cuts to the right side. Muller on the opposite side. Garrett Berger with it. Dawson calling for it down in the post. They go to the corner. It's Seth Lloyd. He gets a screen from Muller. Has Allard on him. Back to Berger. Down to 1:24 left. Evanston down 9-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Muller tries a 3 from the top of the key. Misses it. And headed the other way. A whistle blown. I think we've got an over the back foul. It's a referee coming to the scorer's table. Showing 1-1. Dawson Crofts called for the foul. Team foul number 5 for Evanston. That matches their total offensive scoring output. Bartow to Pixler back into the contest. Stands out at the three-point line. Thinks about a 3. Hands off instead. Save out of bounds nearly on a wild throw. Torrin Flores was trying to chase it down. Back to Evanston. Dawson Crofts inbounds to Berger. Red Devils moving from right to left in the away red jerseys. Under a minute to play. Lloyd to Berger. Lloyd down in the blocks. Gets it. Dishes up top. Hurd left wide open for 3. Misses it long again. Rebound to Rawlins. Bartow jump stops. Gives it back. Close to an over and back. Flores kept a foot just in front of the timeline. High to low. Pixler throws it down to Bartow, and a foul comes in. That's number 6, and it may be number 2 on Dawson. Indeed on Crofts. Forces an early in sub for David Baxter, who did not get into the game yesterday. Checks in with 34.6 seconds left, and Crofts and Ellingford both with 2 fouls in the first quarter. Have a technical foul on Hunter Pixler. Came in between the substitutions. It's Pixler's second foul. Free throw for Brady Hurd on the technical. Goes in. Second shot, no good. 9-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Pixler is out. He's replaced by Gabe Murray in the game. Rawlins lost possession as a result of that technical foul. So their foul was basically negated, that one on Crofts. Evanston got 2 free throws and possession. Set to tie it, misses the 3 ball. Murray brings down the rebound, and Chris Muller called for a foul. Number 7 puts Gabe Murray on the line for a 1-and-1. That's the first foul on Chris. But that's the 5th foul between him, Ellingford, and Crofts. Evanston's already had to go to the bench with David Baxter. May see Wade Bowen out there before long at this pace. One-on-one free throws for Gabe Murray. He's 1 for 2 from the line. Shot no good. Hits the front iron. Berger chases it down. Garrett taking it across. Has Allard guarding him, backing up right at the timeline. Goes to his left. Hands off. Hurd with it. Shake to the right. Dish back out. Berger left open for 3. No good. Rebounded in the air, and Murray comes down with it. Muller knocks it out of his hands as the buzzer goes. He gets a shot off, no good, and at the end of 1 quarter, it's 9-6 Rawlins over Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Hello, Miss Susan Siamese Cat.
Dr. Dog, I'm here because my perfectly shiny fur has lost its shimmer, and I don't have the energy I did as a kitten.
Miss Susan Siamese Cat, I recommend that you start taking the Feline Daily Multi-Chews from PetMinerals.com immediately. Your good health isn't a yarn ball to play with.
Dr. Dog, you always make me feel better.
Log on to PetMinerals.com today and get your feline supplements ordered today.
At beautiful Bear Lake.
9-6 at the end of 1 quarter on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, brought to you by Justin Dennis. Evanston down by 3 to Rawlins and in foul trouble. Mason Ellingford is back out onto the court to start the 2nd quarter, as is Dawson Crofts. They both have 2 fouls against them. Chris Muller picked up 1. And in all, Evanston's already in foul trouble with 7 given up. Rawlins has already shot 1 front end of a 1-and-1. They missed it. But any more foul trouble in the post with Lance Evans already out for today's game and tomorrow after being ejected yesterday. And the Red Devils will have to go a lot deeper into their bench than they anticipated. Pfeffer, high post, outside Rod. Villarreal back to Pfeffer. Turnaround at the free throw line. Outside, and Robinson shoots from 3, no good. A loose ball foul on Rawlins. Maybe 1-2 on that. 1-1. It's on Gabe Murray. He's in for Hunter Pixler, who picked up a technical foul, and that was his 2nd foul later on in the 1st quarter. First one on Murray. Evanston with possession. Ellingford turns around right into a double team. Hurd down low on the baseline. Berger turns around and gives it to Lloyd. Back to Hurd. Evanston resetting. Crofts going under the basket, looking to pop back up. Lloyd has it on the corner. High low down to Ellingford. Beats his man, that being Murray, and gets the shot to go. Evanston within 1 point, 9-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the first points today from Mason Ellingford. Press on from Evanston, and it works as a throw across the court intended for Villarreal goes out of bounds amidst a triple team of Red Devils. Evanston back with possession, going from right to left, 1 minute into the 2nd quarter. 9-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Crofts, straightaway 3, misses to the right, rebounded by Rawlins. Coming down with the rebound was Robinson. Pfeffer loses the dribble. He was guarded by Hurd in the backcourt. Goes out of bounds, touching off the scorer's table. Back-to-back turnovers. Evanston did not convert on the last one. Rawlins and Denver Allard will take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 Radio.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
9-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here at Rock Springs High School, day 2 of the Flaming Gorge Invitational. Evanston trailing Rawlins. We've got foul trouble on the Red Devil side, technical foul trouble on Rawlins side. Hunter Pixler has been sitting ever since picking up that technical a few minutes ago at the end of the first quarter. That was also his second foul, so that puts him into trouble. Mason Ellingford with the ball for Evanston. He has 2 fouls. Hands off to Seth Lloyd, has it knocked out of his hands, goes tumbling down to the ground and trying to recover defensively. Murray to the high post. Schnack dribbling out of it. Pfeffer at the top of the key. Lloyd trying to grab a steal against him. Pfeffer beats him off the dribble. Pulls up just in front of Ellingford, but misses the shot short. Rebound out of the hands of Ellingford, and last touch on Evanston. Near side inbound for Rawlins. Kyson Robinson throws it to Schnack. Back to Robinson, out to the corner. Villarreal open for 3. Airballs it right into the hands of Dawson Crofts. Evanston with it, going from right to left. Berger trying to push the tempo. Slowing up a bit. Evanston has set up into the half-court offense. Cut from Dawson, down and then back up. He grabs it. A bounce pass from Brady Hurd. Berger working over to the right. Mitch Allard moves to the scorer's table for Rawlins. It's been a much slower pace from both sides today than we saw in yesterday's game against Thunder Basin. Seth Lloyd looks for Ellingford, who was being fronted in the post. He goes down to the hoop and has the ball smacked out of his hands. Stays with Evanston. Baseline inbound for Brady Hurd. Lofts it up to Ellingford. Wins the jump ball. Out to the corner. Lloyd passes to Hurd. Fakes right, goes left, jump stop in the paint. Misses it. Trying to get the board and boxed out of it. Evanston cannot get it inbounds. It's Rawlins basketball. 5:23 left. Quarter number 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Allard on the corner. Double team trap. Steps through, just gets it. No, he traveled with it. Allard called for the travel. Back Evanston's way. On the court for the Red Devils, Crofts, Lloyd, Ellingford, Hurd, and Berger with the ball, taking it across the timeline. Passes to the left side. Lloyd down to the corner. On the blocks, Ellingford draws the contact and makes the shot from point-blank range, headed to the line for 1. Evanston taking the lead, 10-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. The and 1 coming up. Brady Hurd, the only Red Devil to try free throws today. He went 1 for 2 on the technical shots. And 1 attempt, no good. Rebound by Rawlins. It was put down on the ground a couple of times before Rawlins actually came up with it, and that was Dallas Schnack with the board. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by Evanston. Across the timeline on the near sideline. Rawlins inbounds. Spin around, hand off to Mitch Allard. Face guarded by Mason Ellingford. He takes it away and then is fouled by Allard. First foul on Mitch. Hurd to Berger. Evanston with the ball. Hurd drives in baseline, steps back, fading away against Tom Flores. Makes it, and Evanston holds a 12-9 lead on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 3 points for Brady Hurd. Flores out to the corner. Murray drives in, 8 feet away, floats it over Mason Ellingford. Whistle blown. We've got a stop in play. Maybe a clock. Not sure what caused that stop. Seth's got something wrong. I think they had to get him off the court. Maybe a shoe untied, something. Not sure what's going on, but they had to get Seth off the court for some reason. Evanston back with possession. Jump stop, Berger. Finds himself unguarded from 4 feet away, and he drains it. 3:36 left in half number one. Evanston up 14-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. That's the first field goal today by Garrett Berger. And just like that, he'll get called for a foul, I think. Yep, 1 instead of 1-1. Dawson Crofts was in front of him, and Berger can handle that one. It's his first foul. It would have been Dawson's third. 1-1 shooting. Dallas Schnack at the line. Shot up and good for Schnack. Clock stopped at 3:28 left in the second. Second free throw, good as well. Crofts quickly across, goes to Hurd on the left corner. Back down to Ellingford, using his size with Pixler out on the bench after the technical foul, and Ellingford delivers. 2 more for Mason. He's at a 6-point second quarter. It's been Gabe Murray down in the post just about this whole second. Murray on the left corner, fakes a 3, gives it back up to Pfeffer. Bounce pass down low, looking to Schnack. He gets hit. That's either on Muller, on Ellingford. It'd be Muller's second, Ellingford's third. It's 3-2, Mason Ellingford with the foul. That can end the run just like that if they have to take him out. And Coach Cornea, without a whole lot of options or depth right now at the post position, says keep him in. Ellingford gave a look back to the bench and saw no one at the scorer's table. 1-2 trip from the line for Schnack. Score 16-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Berger with it for Evanston. Finds Crofts on the corner. He just grabs it by the fingertips. Down low to Muller. Dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. It was off Villarreal's foot. And Eric Quinney corrects that and says it was off Muller's foot. Here comes Wade Bowen in for Mason Ellingford. 6'8" sophomore. Playing in his at least second varsity game. He got some time late in Sheridan, but these are his first varsity minutes of consequence as that game was well in control. Pfeffer has it for Rawlins. Swings around to the left side. You've really got 5 players that can all shoot from the outside. That's going to stretch the court and take away some size advantage. Bowen puts a hand up in front of the shooting Kyson Robinson, misses it. Rawlins with the rebound and then fouled. Or then fouling is Rawlins. I think that's on Villarreal. 2-4 it is. Seventh team foul. Chris Muller on the line for a 1-1. Muller misses to the right. Chase down board for Schnack. Rawlins slow to take it across. Pfeffer walks it. Gets a screen from Villarreal. Crosses to the left. Double team comes in. Bounces to the open man. That's Schnack at the free throw line. Kyson Robinson left open on the corner. Drains a three and ties it up 16-all with 2 minutes to go left in the first half on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Crofts had an open shot at the three-point line. Passed it up. Drove in. Dishes out to the left corner. Brady Hurd gives it back up top to Garrett Berger. 1:40 left. Berger spins around in the paint. Gives it to Crofts at the free throw line. He'll take one dribble. Fade away. Miss short. Villarreal goes to Rawlins. Robinson ahead to Murray on the sideline. He'll go over the hands of Bowen. Misses the shot. Crofts comes down with the rebound. Dawson also playing with foul trouble. He's got 2. Near steal away and a throw behind the back from Robinson. Goes back into the hands of Evanston's Garrett Berger. Bowen at the free throw line. Tosses it down low to Muller. Immediately a foul comes in against Dallas Schnack. 6'3" seniors had to play some heavy minutes in the post as well. And less in the rotation that they did last week with Pixler sitting on the sidelines with those 2 fouls, one of them a technical. Muller, 1-and-1 opportunity, makes the first. Second free throw from Chris, good too. Evanston back on top, 18-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Schnack across the timeline goes to Murray, then back to Pfeffer. Pfeffer with Berger to his left, passes away, takes it back. Quick shot down to the free throw line. Turnaround from Schnack. He tumbles down to the ground and may have sold that foul call, but gets 2 shots nonetheless. Wait for the number call, 3-1. Chris Muller. That's Muller's second. 56 seconds left in the first half. Schnack good on the first. 4 of 5 from the free throw line in this second quarter alone is Dallas Schnack. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Pfeffer. Rawlins stays with it. Schnack at the free throw line. Jump stops. Dishes off to the corner. Murray sets up for the set. No good on that. Muller bullies down the board. Finds Crofts to take it across. Dawson to Hurd. Back to Crofts. 34 seconds left. 1 point lead for Evanston. 18-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. See if we can find an update for what's happening in the girls' game over at Green River High School. They're taking on Riverton. Hurd back to Berger. Down to 8 seconds left in the first half. Crofts has it to Berger. To Hurd. Drives in. Corner shot. Too long. Bowen with the board. Put back at the buzzer. No good. Evanston with a 1 point lead at halftime, 18-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
We each have 168 hours in every week. When you exercise 2 to 3 hours a week, everything about your life gets better. I know this from personal experience. This is Ben Carden, owner of Flex Fitness Gym in Evanston. 2 to 3 hours of exercise per week will help you feel better, you will have more energy and confidence, your clothes will fit better, and the list goes on. Set yourself up for success. Visit Flex Fitness today and let us help you achieve a more healthy lifestyle. Flex Fitness, 100 Yellow Creek Road, right next to Smith's in Evanston.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
The Lumberyard in Evanston, Wyoming is your local IFA dealer. The Lumberyard has tons of animal feed lines and accessories to help with your farm and ranch. Since 1923, IFA has worked to manufacture and distribute the highest quality products to the agricultural community. The Lumberyard has partnered with IFA to develop product lines based on customer need. We won't sell you something that doesn't make you successful. Visit us online or at the Lumberyard today, your local IFA dealer, 400 Front Street in Evanston.
Halftime at Rock Springs High School, and Evanston leads 18-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Scorers in the game: Mason Ellingford leading the way with 6 points, all in the second quarter by Evanston, from Evanston. 5 points for Seth Lloyd, all in the first quarter. 3 points from Brady Hurd, 2 from Garrett Berger, and 2 from Chris Moeller. Those are your scores for the Red Devils. On the Rawlins side, 4 points from Hunter Pixler. He has not played since picking up that technical. 4 from Ryan Pfeffer, 3 Gabe Murray and Kyson Robinson each, and 3 points from Dallas Schnack, all from the free throw line. 6.5 minutes before the start of the second quarter. Haven't seen or heard an update from the girls' side yet. Still looking for that. We'll let you know if we get one. We'll be back in a couple of minutes on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Throughout life, we celebrate the important milestones with jewelry, like graduation with a class ring, a watch for Father's Day, wedding sets for the bride and groom, a strand of pearls for your sweet 16, mother's rings to celebrate family. Commemorate these milestones working side by side with your personal jeweler at Sievers Jewelers. When you want to say, I want this moment to last forever, say it with Sievers. Sievers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
18-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leading Rawlins, and curious to see if Hunter Pixler will make a return in the second half. He picked up a technical toward the end of the first, and it was just one that it happened in between an Evanston foul. I'm trying to remember, was that Mason Ellingford's third foul? Perhaps, or Dawson Crofts with a foul. Someone picked up a foul, and it was the 6th team foul for Evanston, so it was not a shooting situation, but it was going to be ball in under the basket for Rawlins. And then there was some subs in, and then there was a whistle blown in a technical against Pixler. So whatever was said or done happened in that period of time. Brady Hurd went 1 for 2 from the free throw line after that technical, and then Evanston got the ball back. And without Pixler, that entire second quarter, Mason Ellingford was able to go off to the tune of 6 points. And in a low-scoring game like this, just 35 points combined. 6 points in a quarter, that rings huge. 3 minutes before the start of the third. And we'll be back to bring you that in just a bit. Again, 18-17 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Mason Ellingford with 6 points but 3 fouls, and Hunter Pixler with 2 fouls in that technical. The battle of the big men, with Lance Evans already ejected yesterday, not really living up to it right now because, well, you just can't keep 2 of them in at the same time. Lance can't play at all today. He's not even sure he's here. And Ellingford was out with foul trouble. Then Pixler's been out with that technical foul, and he may or may not be back the rest of the game. He's eligible to return, but some teams have a policy that if you get one, you're done. We'll have to see. We'll be back in 2 minutes on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Education in Wyoming has been a long-held tradition. The communities that make up Uinta County School District number 1 are committed to those traditions. Student learning, teacher and staff development, extracurricular activities for students to choose from, quality facilities that are clean and comfortable, and a transportation department that always goes above and beyond are just some of the ways we work as a community to help students succeed. Uinta County School District number 1, pathway to excellence.
Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need them, they'll be there, specializing in plumbing, air conditioning repairs, furnace installation and repairs, water heaters, HVAC system installation and maintenance. What's in your ductwork? Landmark Plumbing and Heating. And do your excavation work for septic systems and sewer cleaning. 307-789-8793. You'll find them in Evanston. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
Switch sides and Rawlins Evanston. Time for the third quarter to start. Evanston will be going from right to left in the red jerseys in this second half. Rawlins in the white jerseys from left to right. Starters for the quarter on Evanston's side: Seth Lloyd, Garrett Berger, Brady Hurd, Mason Ellingford, and Dawson Crofts. On Rollins' side, Gabe Murray, Ryan Pfeffer. You got still no Pixler out there. Taking a look at that, it's, yeah, Murray's in there, and Villarreal. Missed shot on Evanston's side, picked up by Pfeffer. Schnack in the place for Pixler. So Robinson rounding out that top 5. Robinson bounce passes to Villarreal. Head fakes, step back inside the three-point line, but drains it. 29-28, or 19-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Got ahead of myself there in the scoring. We may be there in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass down to Ellingford on the right blocks. Looked like he didn't have anywhere to go with it, so he passes back out. Hurd to Lloyd to Berger, and a minute gone by in the first minute of the third quarter. Three-pointer attempted, missed short by Lloyd. He was backing up thinking that was good. Rebound to Rawlins. Robinson to take it across. Looks like he wanted someone to pass off to, or at least was waiting for the defense or offense to get ahead of him. Murray drives in against Crofts. Dawson pokes at it. Out to the corner, back low to Murray. 11 on 11. Murray against Crofts. Fading away. Murray gets it. 3-point lead. Shot over Dawson Crofts for Rawlins. And a strong start to the quarter. For the Outlaws, Evanston still looking for something to get going. 0 for 2 on field goal attempts. Back cut for Berger from Crofts up top. That's worked many times throughout this season, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pfeffer. It looked like it went off of his foot. Minute and a half through the third quarter. Crofts to inbound from the baseline. To Lloyd. Works around and tumbles down to the ground. Lost his footing. Looking in to get in the post. It's Crofts. Back to Berger. Seth was bowling for position on the right block. Brady Hurd steps back, dishes up top. Seth fakes a 3. Drives in, steps back, fading away from 15. No good. Pfeffer comes away with the rebound for Rawlins. 21-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 2 minutes gone by. Villarreal drives in, sees some open space. Corner pull up. No good. Berger with the board. Tie up and foul on Robinson for Rawlins, his first. Ellingford has it at the top. Over to Lloyd. He'll try another 3. Still can't find his range. Ellingford chases down the board, drives in, double coverage, doesn't matter, still drops it from 5 feet out. Ellingford with 8 points in today's game to lead the way for Evanston in all scores. 3 by Robinson's well short. Rebound goes to no one. It falls out of bounds. Last touch by Garrett Berger. Berger will go chase down that ball and hand it to the referee. 5:17 left in the third quarter. Schnack, the inbounder, goes to Robinson. Had to football basket catch that one. Bounce pass to Pfeffer at the three-point line. Down low to Villarreal. He was wide open. Pump fake. Ellingford came in, and then he misses the shot. Evanston with it, going from left to right. Hurd spins around Pfeffer. Hand off to Crofts into the lane. Scoop shot. Blocking foul called. 2 free throws coming up for Dawson Crofts. Dawson on the free throw line. Misses the first. Can still tie it. It's 21-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Line shift from Rawlins. And you think Pixler's probably done for the day then. Get that technical. And if he's still not coming in, then Coach Denver Allard may have the same policy Evanston usually does with 1 technical, and we're not going to risk you getting a second in a preseason tournament. Give you a 2-game suspension, something Lance Evans has, as he got 2 technicals back-to-back. Short corner shot by Murray in, 23-21 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. That coming in yesterday's loss to Thunder Basin. Crofts with the return, transition, 3, good. Evanston back up, 24-23 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Right side three, good. Mitch Allard puts 3 more on the board, and the offense coming out of nowhere for Evanston and Rawlins. 26-24. Foul called on Evanston, the push-off. First foul of the quarter for them, but that is, I was waiting on that one to be confirmed. That was Mason Ellingford with the foul off the ball. So Evanston's leading scorer for today is down to the bench and down to his final foul. He's replaced by David Baxter. Press works for Evanston. They get the ball back. Throw out of bounds from Rawlins. Near side inbound for Dawson Crofts. Looks for Berger, then goes to the corner. Crofts gets it from Hurd. Steps back, nearly traveled with it. Kept that pivot foot though. Berger to Moeller. Nice assist through 2 defenders. Evanston's tied it. 26-26 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Murray in the paint against Crofts, draws the contact. That's number 3 on Dawson. He's holding his hands in the air and now disagreeing with the officials, pleading his case. 3rd foul on Crofts and 2 shots for Murray. Crofts beside himself, still in the game. Tugging on his jersey. Murray misses the first. Substitution whistle blows, but that's for Dallas Schnack, who wants to replace the shooter, Gabe Murray, who makes the second. Puts Rawlins up 27-26 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Muller inbounds to Berger. Takes the cross out to the right side. Crofts on the corner. Never puts the ball on the ground, gives it to Hurd at the top of the key. He drives into the free throw line, backs up, hands off to Berger. 3:05 left. Baxter to Crofts at the top. Drives left, has some space, high up into the air. Falling down, the shot goes, and the foul. I think Crofts may have put his foot on someone's chest there because his vertical seemed to explode on that one. And the ball hit high off the handle of the basket. Hopped down and took a while. It was an exaggerated, extended wait to see if the and one counted. Crofts makes the free throw, puts Evanston up 29-27 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Mitch Allard on the corner for Rawlins. David Baxter called for the touch foul against Dallas Schnack. That's Baxter's first. He can spare a few fouls. I think Seth Lloyd's having some trouble with his shoes or laces or something. He's back on the bench working on that. Schnack scores for Rawlins, ties it back up. Crofts fading away from about 8 out. Just missed long. Rawlins with the rebound. Flores gives it off. Goes to Bartow. Back to Flores on the right corner. Up top, that's Schnack to Allard on the baseline drive. Guarded tightly by Crofts. He'll give it back to Bartow. Crosses over, leaves Hurd in his dust. Shot good. Just inside the three-point line. Rawlins back on top, 31-29 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston with it, moving from left to right in the second half at Rock Springs High School. Day 2 of the Flaming Gorge Invitational. Baxter looks for a swing to the right side, but the defense comes in. Finally finds Hurd. He'll try to go to work into the paint, double team, traps, rips it out, rejected. Crofts had it in his hands, but then taken away. Up ahead, it's Bartow on contested layup on the turnover, 33-29. Assistant coach Jerry Carroll pacing up and down the court after that sequence of plays. Evanston down by 4 with 1:33 left in the third quarter. Crofts through the legs, goes over to Baxter on the right wing. He'll go in free throw line, turn around, back to Hurd. Gives it to Berger. 1:20 left in the third quarter. Baxter to Crofts. Crosses over. Dish to Hurd. Open on the corner for 3. Jump stop, spin around. Baxter to Crofts. 3 ball aired out by Dawson. Muller saves it, gets the board in, throws it back to Berger. Gives it off to Crofts. It goes right through his hands and out of bounds, though. 33-29. Another turnover by Evanston. Ryan Pfeffer will come into the game for Rawlins along with a few other guys. Villarreal's back in. Gabe Murray's in. Schnack stays in, as does Bartow. Ashton Bartow stays in and inbounds. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Rawlins on a run. Villarreal catches it, gives it to Bartow. He'll try a 3, misses short. Berger with the board, loses it. Picked back up by David Baxter. Off to Hurd, then to Crofts on the corner. Behind the three-point line, double team comes in on him, trying to trap him. Dribbles out of it, 35 seconds left. Then back to Berger at the half-court circle. Garrett to the left, jump stop. Back outside, Hurd head fakes at the free throw line. Throws back to Crofts. Catch and run on a curl. Back to Baxter. Hurd wide open on the left wing, down low. Muller will turn around, put it up high off the glass, misses it. Baxter tries to come down with the board. It's out of bounds between him and Pfeffer. They say David Baxter touched it last. 15.3 seconds left. Quarter number 3, 33-29. Evanston trailing. Pfeffer taking it across at 9 seconds left in the third. Drives into the paint, jump stop, pass out. 3 ball from Villarreal, good! And the third quarter ends. Rawlins taking control, 36-29 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 11 points in the quarter for Evanston to 19 for Rawlins. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Members of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union feel confident that our staff has your best interest in mind, confident that we acknowledge your financial needs, confident that we are always working hard to provide the best rates, best products, and the best service the industry can offer, and confident that we will always work with you to help achieve your financial goals. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, tronavalley.com, member NCUA.
If you haven't seen the huge selection of furniture and appliances at Kazin's, you've got to stop by. Is your mattress old and lumpy? We sell mattresses. Has your dishwasher quit doing its job? We carry a full line of kitchen appliances. Does your living room furniture look like it started out in your great Aunt Vi's house? We've got you covered. At Kazin's, you'll find great prices and everything you need to furnish your home inside and out. Stop in today. Kazin's, 800 Front Street, Evanston.
Final quarter of play between Evanston and Rawlins. And the Outlaws close out on a big run, take a 7-point advantage, 36-29 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Rock Springs and Rawlins coming up next on this court on the girls' side. Rawlins going from right to left and with possession. Gabe Murray at the top. And they've been able to get this lead without their leading scorer, Hunter Pixler, who picked up a technical in the first quarter and has not returned since. Near side inbound. That's for Rawlins. Bartow goes to Pfeffer. Pfeffer bounce pass. Hand off to Bartow on the right block against Hurd. Spins around, misses the shot. Dawson Crofts comes down with the board and then gets smacked and backed up against by Bartow. Foul on Ashton, and that was the freshman's first. Team foul number 5 for Rawlins. Evanston with 3. Bartow out of the game, replaced by Robinson. Berger, Moeller, Ellingford, Crofts, and Hurd out on the court. Ellingford playing with 4 fouls, gets the ball in the blocks. Immediate offense for Mason Ellingford. 10 points in the game. 2 closer, 36-31 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Pfeffer over to the right side. It's Dallas Schnack down low. Murray has been going against bigger guys all game long down in the post. Fades away that time against Ellingford. No good. Good try, though. Maybe should have gone at him. Ellingford's had the lack of a benefit of a doubt on the whistles today. Crofts fouled as he's fading away. 2 shots for Dawson. Excuse me, that was on Pfeffer, number 2, not 2 shots. Team foul number 6 for Rawlins. Inbound knocked out. Pfeffer the last to touch it. Intended for Mason Ellingford. Crofts the inbounder. Throws up high this time to Mason. Left block, going to work against Murray. He's been able to get points all game long down there. Instead dishes out to Crofts. Misses a long 3. Pfeffer with the board. Passes out of trouble. Had Ellingford on him, and he's playing with 4 fouls. So in a way, Mason was the one in more trouble. To the right side at Schnack. Guarded by Muller to the top. Kyson Robinson with it. Gives left side to Pfeffer. In the blocks, Villarreal spins around Crofts. Misses well short. Ellingford comes up with the rebound. Off to Dawson. He'll take it across. Evanston in the red jerseys going from left to right. 6:08 left in the game. Red Devils down by 5, and a missed hook shot by Chris Muller gives it back to Rawlins. Behind the back dribble from Pfeffer, speeds past Berger. Timeout taken by Coach Denver Allard of Rawlins. We'll be back in just a bit. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Signs, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
(36-35) on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trailing Rawlins here at Rock Springs High School, and Rawlins with possession. They get the inbound. It goes to Robinson, off to Gabe Murray on the left wing. Tries to beat Ellingford off the dribble. Ellingford keeping his hands high, not allowing anything to be seen by as a possible foul with the referees. He's going with 4 fouls. Rebound to Dawson Crofts and a quick foul call. That against Schnack. Have that as his second. It's a 1-and-1 free throw attempt for Crofts. First single bonus of the second half. That was Schnack's third, not second. First free throw good by Crofts. Schnack came out of the game following that foul. He was replaced by Colton Bedford, who I think is the first time we're seeing him in the game today. Second free throw, no good, but Evanston with the rebound. Ellingford to Hurd for three, and an off-the-ball foul, and that's on Mason Ellingford. He'll untuck the jersey and head straight to the bench. Game over for Ellingford with his 5th foul. Team foul number 4 for Evanston. Well, who do the Red Devils bring in? Seth Lloyd's been out of the game for quite some time, and he's got his foot up. And maybe, I saw him messing with that shoe. Maybe he tweaked it while I wasn't seeing. Braxton Lind into the game. Yeah, this is what happens sometimes. You get way deeper into your bench in a tournament than you expect, and we haven't seen an ejection and a subsequent 2-game suspension in Evanston, and I don't know how long. That changes everything, especially in a team that's not senior heavy or even junior heavy. So sophomore Braxton Lind in for some varsity action for the first time, replacing Ellingford. In a tight game, mind you. This is not garbage time. 36-32 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Rawlins over Evanston. 5:15 left in the game. Out to the corner. Robinson working around against Lind. Steps back, trying to work the sophomore. He sticks with him. Mitch Allard backs up against Hurd. Dribbles to the left. Picks it up. Looks for a handoff. Goes over. Shot up and a little bit long. Rebounded by Hurd. The shot there by Torrin Flores. Brady Hurd taking it across at the free throw line. Back to Crofts. Top of the key three. Airballed. Back to Rawlins. So Seth's got his foot up there, and it looks there is an ice pack on there. So when he came out of that game, he must have, I was looking down getting my stats ready when he came down, and it must have tweaked that ankle something good because he's not been back since. And first I thought he had problems with the shoes, and in fact he's got his shoe off. That's what he was trying to do, was get that shoe off, and he's got an ice pack. It looks like it's on the high ankle. Already working with shoulder problems. Now you add an ankle into the equation. Timeout taken here. Scores 36-32 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Keeping it right here. And Lloyd not even getting up into the huddle. And so it must be pretty good. You hope it's just a sprain, because the thing about ankles is you can't walk on them one day and then the next day you're doing pretty good, and then 2-3 days after that it's like it never happened. And that's certainly what we hope, because it can also go the other way where it stretches things out and you're feeling it the rest of the year. That's how we get to the point we are right now, a 4-point contest. And you don't have your senior captain point guard, a wing. Seth's kind of point guard last year, kind of moved over to a wing this year. Garrett Berger, the point guard. But Seth does a lot of ball handling. You don't have your senior post in Lance Evans. He's on a 2-game suspension. And Mason Ellingford, your junior leading scorer in post, he's fouled out. Turnaround shot, and good by Colton Bedford, the 6'4" Rawlins post. 38-32 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Hurd on the corner. Nearly throws it away. Crofts drives in, cups it, back down low to Muller. Turn and fire, no good. Lind comes up with the board. 3-ball out. Brady Hurd still can't find one. Garrett Berger comes out of nowhere, gets that board up. Free throw line. Open shot for Crofts. He misses it. And not another offensive rebound to be. Evanston finally gives it up Rawlins' way. Wow. Mitch Allard just ran right into his own teammate, Kyson Robinson. And Robinson anticipated it. A foul there against Crofts or Hurd. No, a timeout taken, rather, by Coach Allard. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
Still trying to find anything out on the girls' game to send your way. I'll try another option now. Just trying to see who might have information on that game. It's 38-32 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Rawlins over Evanston. Garrett Berger with the ball for the Red Devils, taking it across the timeline. Garrett gives it over to Brady. Down low, Braxton Lynn going to work, misses short. Muller working for the rebound, getting it back. Fouled as he goes up, and it was trying to pass over to Braxton Lynn, but it's a 1-and-1 opportunity. Foul on Bedford. Muller makes the shot. Evanston girls leading Riverton 49-40 with 1 minute left. Thank you to Joe Archuleta for that. 2-2 trip from Muller. And after all this stuff, you don't have Seth, you don't have Lance, no Mason. Evanston's still in this game. 3:13 left, 38-33 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. The Devils are down by 5, sure, but a couple of plays and a couple of stops, and they're back in the driver's seat. Turnaround shot by Murray, no good, rebounded by Lind. Looking for a passing mate, finds Berger. Garrett running across, realizing that his team can still come away with it. Out to Dawson, misses the three long. Lind down with the board, hacked from behind, foul against Pfeffer. Braxton Lind to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Free throw no good from Lind. So still 38-33 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Mitch Allard at the corner. Pfeffer has it for Rawlins. Gets some wide open space. Drives in, shot good, and Muller called for a phantom call. And one opportunity for Pfeffer. 40 seconds left. Evanston up 50-40 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. And the free throw good by Pfeffer. 40-34 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Hurd called for a walk. Press on from Evanston. Pfeffer takes it across, throws it over, and gets it back. Down to 2 minutes left. Evanston wins, so they move to 4-1 on the season with the win over Riverton. Jump stop Murray up against Lynn, misses long. Crofts down with the rebound and dribbles it out of bounds. Inbound from under the hoop. Bounce pass to Murray. Double team. Goes up. Misses. Gets his own board, though. Draws a foul this time around and headed back to the line for two. Well, I think that opportunity is just about gone. It's 41-33 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Murray at the line for two. First shot good. At the line for one more. Makes them both. 10-point advantage. 43-33 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Garrett Berger drives down to the right side. Picks it up. Goes to Hurd. Hurd to Lind. Spin around. Right-handed baby hook in. Braxton Lind on the scoreboard. Evanston down to its final chances, and those are fouls. Lind called for the foul. Double bonus time. It's Villarreal at the free throw line. Shot good. His first point of the day for Villarreal. He goes 2 of 2 from the line. 45-35, 1:15 left. Drive around to the left side. Crofts up and under. Shot falls. Dawson was held scoreless in the first half. 9 points in the second half. Evanston down by 8, 1:06 left. Timeout taken on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Coach Cornea drawing up the final plans for this team, down by 8. Not completely out of it, but just about out of time. And the final score in that girls' game is 51-40. Evanston defeats Riverton. Dr. McKay Frankham, precision play of the game. Give it to Wade Bowen and Braxton Lind for a couple of sophomores having to jump in meaningful minutes, well ahead of expected schedule. 45-37. Foul outs, injuries, suspensions, all those things contribute to both those young men having to come in. Wade Bowen in the second quarter, Braxton Lind in the fourth, and try to play some minutes with a varsity game on the line. Dr. McKay Frankham bringing you precision plays of the game all year long in every sport. Garrett Berger to the left side, swings it right to Hurd, tries another three, misses it. Lind comes down with the board, has it ripped out of his hands by Pfeffer. 40 seconds left, and Rawlins will come away with the win most likely here outside of some crazy theatrics in the final closing seconds. Murray with 2 more in the fast break. Rawlins did it today without Hunter Pixler, save for the first quarter. He picked up a technical foul. Chris Muller gets 2 on the run for Evanston. And after that, Rawlins said, "You're sitting the rest of the way," and that's what he did. And the Outlaws put heavy minutes on the 6'2", Gabe Murray in the post. He played well. And the Outlaws will come away with the win. 14.1 seconds left, 47-39. Ashton Bartow back to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul number 3 on Chris Muller. Oh, never mind. That was single bonus. Well, it was 1 and 1. I was thinking Evanston was in the double bonus. That was only foul number 8. So he misses the front end of that. Back to the Red Devils. 4 seconds left. Lind with the shot. No good. Final score, 47. Rawlins 39 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Head to the post-game next. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
For generations, gun ownership has been an important part of our heritage. At the Gun Room in Evanston, you'll find a large selection of quality firearms. Everything from personal protection handguns to hunting rifles and shotguns. With a wide selection of hunting gear, ammo, optics, and apparel, we have what you need. Ask about our 90-day layaway program. And remember, success on the range and in the field starts at the Gun Room. Call today, 307-789-2677.
Adding up some scores in this 47-39 victory for Rawlins over Evanston. And no Hunter Pixler, no matter. They got through it. Pixler finished with 4 points, both those in the first quarter, because that's the only quarter he played in. Got a technical foul, and then he was done. Even scoring just about across the board. That's what the stat sheet said they did, and it's exactly how they delivered tonight. Leading the way, Gabe Murray with 10 points, 7 from Ryan Pfeffer. 5 from Kyson Robinson, 4 Hunter Pixler, 5 points from Dallas Schneck, playing heavy minutes off the bench, 3 from Mitch Allard, 2 from Colton Bedford, Torrin Flores, and Ashton Bartow, and 2 more from Angel Villarreal. Kyson Robinson with 5 as well. Scores for Evanston. Garrett Berger finishes with 4 points, 3 points from Brady Hurd, all coming in the first half. Dawson Crofts has 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 points in the game. 10 points from Mason Ellingford as well. And Seth Lloyd has 5 points in the game. He had an ankle injury. And hope it's not too bad. It was his left ankle.
Test 1, 2.
He did not return after having to be subbed out. I think that was in the third quarter. Chris Muller, he has 4 points in the fourth quarter in the game. 2, 4, 6, 8 for Muller. 2 from Casey Perriman. And, excuse me, not Casey Perriman. That's the wrong guy. He didn't get in. 2 for Braxton Lind. Had to throw him in last second to get those stats in. See if we can hear from Coach Cornea a little bit later on. We'll give him some time. We'll take a break now and come back with an interview I did earlier in the week with Jeremy Fessler. His girls 2-0 on the Flaming Gorge tournament. They take on Pinedale tomorrow morning at 11:20 a.m. at Lincoln Middle School. We'll be there for that game. The boys will finish up their Flaming Gorge tournament, same location, against Westside. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We've got Jeremy Fessler here. A 2-1 start to the weekend is good because you get a couple wins out of the way, and then that loss you get to see.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Got Jeremy Fessler here. A 2-1 start to the weekend is good because you get a couple wins out of the way, and then that loss you get to see about as good as the West Side has to offer in Kelly Walsh and let you know where the bar's set this year. Initial impressions for where you thought your team might be as opposed to where they did play in that first week, were there any?
Well, I thought we were extremely good defensively.
even the Kelly game, we were played pretty tough defense. They just scored so many points off of our turnovers early on, which hindered us. But defensively, we did some good things. We had 18 steals and or 18 offensive boards and 21 steals averaging in those first 2 games. And that's pretty much what won us those 2 games was our defense, because offensively we struggled more than I thought. I thought we'd struggle because we spent so much time defensively in the first 2 weeks. But we struggled mightily offensively in all weekend. We shot poor from the field. We shot poor from the free throw line. We missed layups. So we're getting shots. Minus the first half against Kelly, we did not get good shots. But otherwise, we got pretty good shots. We're just not finishing. That's something we can correct. And honestly, last year we didn't see any zone. I mean, I can't think of when we saw zone. And Kelly played a zone the entire game, and it was long and extended, and we struggled against it. But once again, something that we can work on in practice and fix. And the pressure that Kelly showed with the 1-2-2, they're so long and athletic, and we struggled in pretty much the whole game with their pressure. So shows us what we need to get working on. I had 4 points up on the board after the game. Press break, zone offenses, shooting, and free throw shooting. So we're going to work on those this week.
Did the missed free throws bother you a little bit more than the field, since that might come a little bit later in the year?
Yeah, it did, because, we shoot, 2 or 3 times every practice. We have a little free throw session, and that's something that I talked to the girls about this. If you want to be a championship team or be up there with the best teams, you need to go in before school. That's something you can do before school for 20 minutes. You don't need to get dressed down. You go in and shoot 20 free throws every morning, and you can become better that way. But, yeah, I think it's a little bit of contagious when someone steps up and misses and they miss, and the next person gets more pressure and they miss. And I think it goes the other way. If people start making free throws, then I think it's contagious that way too.
I was at the Friday Natrona game, and while there was a whole lot of negatives to look at, the one made free throw in the first half that kind of got a little bit better in the second half, all the turnovers. There were some positives too, like offensive rebounding and turnovers forced. It was just your team was giving the ball over about as much as it was taking it away. But as far as when we're talking about trying to create chaos, that was as much as I had seen from an Evanston girls team in a little while.
Yeah, these girls are gritty, and they get in their fight. They rotate well, and they see things, and they're constantly getting deflections, which is what we look for, and steals. And I think the offense will come. I hope the offense will come as we get more practice and we figure out ourselves. I have to sit back and remember we have 3 girls that actually have varsity experience, and so that plays into it also. We're throwing these juniors in here who were playing sophomore JV last year, and even the back-end seniors didn't play a lot of varsity last year. So I think that'll all settle down as we get moving forward.
Coach Fessler, thank you.
Thanks.
Waiting to see if we'll have that team come back up, but they might be heading straight for the bus. We'll give them a little more time. That was Coach Jeremy Fessler talking about his girls team. Again, the girls win yesterday in a close one against Rawlins. And then today get an 11-point victory against Riverton. So how about that? Girls starting the season 4-1. Preseason schedule, though, not going to get you any points as far as getting into state or seeding for regionals. It's going to be a tough 4A West this year with the likes of Star Valley, a team that Evanston will face off against both on the boys and girls side on the 3rd day of that Star Valley Invitational Tournament, the week of Christmas, that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think that is the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of that week. We have one more day of action before we get back to that. That will be tomorrow at Lincoln Middle School, where we will have Evanston versus Pinedale on the girls' side at 11:20 a.m. and at 1 p.m. The boys will close out against West Side. We know Lance Evans will be out, and presume probably Seth Lloyd's out. And they were worried about getting a shoulder re-injury. Certainly weren't expecting an ankle. You can never rule out an ankle injury in basketball, though. So you'd probably expect him not to go tomorrow, just precautionary, because these games, he'd love to win them, but they're not going to matter. But Mason Ellingford getting into foul trouble today. That's been a little bit of a problem for him throughout the season. This is the first game that I've covered where he's fouled out. But he's been in foul trouble in several games. So that continues to be a work in progress, and Evanston just had to go a little bit too deep into the bench in too crucial of minutes for players that aren't quite ready yet, but that's what I guess what this preseason's for. Get them ready, and maybe later on in the year when you need them, it won't be their first time out there in case a situation like this arises again. We'll take another break and see if we can see anything. No sign of the players as of yet. If we don't see them back out of the huddle after this break, we'll go ahead and close it up and get you ready for tomorrow's games on mylocalradio.com and online at KNYN 99.1 FM. We'll be right back. Finish up post-game coverage here on this first break presentation of Red Devil basketball.
When you hit the bullseye playing darts, it's a great thing. When a rock hits your windshield and creates a bullseye, it's a bad thing. A small bullseye in your windshield can grow into a monster crack that covers the whole window. T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston fixes rock chips. If the rock chip in your windshield has already grown into a giant crack, T-Bar S Body Shop can fix that too. When it comes to window repair or replacement, make sure you always hit the bullseye. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call us today, 789-2639.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Have you been saying no to wearing your jewelry because of a missing stone, a broken chain, or a ring that's just too small? Or are you interested in redesigning your ring altogether? Jeff at Seavers Jewelers can repair or create almost all jewelry at extremely competitive prices. Jewelry is supposed to be worn. Bring it to Seavers Jewelers today for a free cleaning and any repairs it might need. Say yes to wearing your jewelry. Say it with Seavers. Seavers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
4:13, the time on the clock, and scheduled start for this game is at 4:20. And how about that? Yet another game that will start right on time. I like the spacing of this tournament and how they actually put enough time in between games to allot for a decent warm-up, and the schedules don't get behind. And so I think we may, not sure exactly. We'll see what we can get in the line. We may keep the doubleheader stream alive and just kind of go silent for a little bit. I think that might be easiest. Or maybe we'll just keep going. We'll see exactly. It all depends on exactly how much time is in between both games. But I think we should be fine to probably keep it on one stream for tomorrow. And if you're on the radio, it's not going to be any different. It's just a little bit easier if you're online to not have to switch from one stream to another for a doubleheader. So I think we'll do that and make it easy. Boys lose this game to Rawlins. Again, final score on the Impact Physical Therapy board, and I just put it away. It was a 47-39. 47-39, the final on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston loses to Rawlins, drops to 1-4 on this season. We'll be back tomorrow on this Saturday and final day of the Flaming Gorge Invitational at Lincoln Middle School, 11:20 a.m. The time for the girls will probably go on air probably close to 11. And boys starting about 1 o'clock. We'll keep it right on the same stream, do a doubleheader stream like you're used to. There'll just be a little bit more time in between games most likely. Other than that, that should be good. Tune in tomorrow. See if the boys can salvage and go 2-1 in the tournament. See if the girls can go undefeated. They've got Pinedale tomorrow, and they're 2-0 right now, and 4-1 on the season on this early preseason. I'm Jake Hibbert. Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow about 11 a.m. on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Red Devil basketball. Catch all of the games live or archived at mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in.